Yeah, it's look, sister. In the end, there's something unique about Islam, right? It's 2 billion
Mm-hmm.
people in the world, and there's something that unites Muslims, that they are closer to each other than any other religion out there. Because Allah says in the Quran that believers are brothers and sisters. So we do treat each other like a blood brother and sisters. Even that our sisterhood or brotherhood in Islam is stronger than our brotherhood or sisterhood in blood.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something you're going to find in Islam. You're going to find in your friends that you will have that are Muslims, or people around you that are Muslims. They will be like your brothers and sisters, right? First,
Yeah.
just because a lot of people say you sound young, you're over 18, anyways. Just to clarify that for the people who are
Yep, I
asking
am
these
over
questions.
18.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just clarifying for just to make sure
Yeah.
that like there's two concerned, right? And the second thing is, Allah tells us always. He told us stories. Like you have first stories of prophets of God, like Abraham. He had his father. He was not a believer, and he threatened to kill him because he was calling his father to Islam. You had Noah and his son, and you had Noah and his wife. You had Lot and his wife. You had the Prophet ﷺ and his uncle. He took care of him all his life, but he refused to accept Islam. So sometimes you can, his other uncles were his biggest enemies trying to kill him. So sometimes you can have people that they are your blood, but still they are against you from that sense, from a religious point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But your family are not familiar with Islam. They don't know what Islam teaches. They know what the media tells them about Islam. They know
Mm-hmm.
what they heard about Islam. So what they know is not really Islam. So that is why they have this hatred, or they don't like it, or she tells you these things when she speaks about Islam. But what matters is we're all accountable. We're all going to be accountable in front of God on the day of judgment. Like my mother and my father are not going to stand in my behalf on the day of judgment. I will stand. I will be responsible.
Yeah.
Okay. So what matters is if I know something is true, you read in the Quran, you know these are the words of God, and you know that the Creator is communicating to you, and you know that Islam is the truth. You reach out to me. You said you want to accept this, and you speak to you, right? This
Yeah.
is something you wanted. This is something that you felt. So if this is the case, then if we know that, look, the one who controls everything.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if Allah controls, who controls my mother and my father, has the. If Allah wanted to take my life today, can anyone prevent that?
No.
No. If Allah wanted to put me in hellfire, can anyone prevent that?
No.
No. So Allah is the one who has control over everything. So what we need, the Creator is whom we need to rely on. We can rely on
Mm-hmm.
human beings, but human beings are here today; they're not here tomorrow. Human beings change, right? Human
Yeah.
beings are sometimes good, sometimes are not good. So it depends on their mood, right? The Creator is always there, all powerful, eternal. He's the one who we should rely on. And you'll always have your brothers and sisters in Islam, and you'll have your friends, sisters that are willing to talk to you and listen to you and have conversation to you about Islam. And the best way to tell your parents about Islam is not telling them about the religion, but is in changing your behavior and becoming better and better. And they will see that.
Yeah.
They will notice a difference. When you start practicing Islam, you're doing more good, you're giving charity, you're being better to your mother and father, you're being better to your neighbors. When they see that behavior in you, you're praying to God, they see these things on you, they will notice the difference. And then when they ask you, you can say that where is this all improvement come from? It's come from Islam. So actions will speak louder than words because they
Mm-hmm.
have a misconception. And the best you could do is either to bring them to someone who knows about Islam, to talk to them, try to accidentally, indirectly bring them to someone who can talk to them about Islam and clarify it to them.
And it's like I want to talk about Islam, but it's like at the same time, like I don't like. I really want to talk to them about it because it's something that makes me really happy. But at the same time, I don't really feel comfortable. Like I don't really feel comfortable like talking to her about it because of that comment that she made.
Well, you don't have to. Is the thing is this is like there's no need for you to do that, especially right now. You're in the beginning, right? Once
Mm-hmm.
you take your step, you accept Islam, you learn how to. There's a long way to go, as they say. There's no need for you initially in the start, in the beginning, to be talking to your mother about that. Not yet. I would say to leave it a bit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Until you feel more comfortable about it, you can first talk to about it with your friends. You talk to it with the people around you. You can do that, but until you feel comfortable and ready, you don't need to do it. Like Islam doesn't say when you accept Islam you have to go tell your mother or father. In fact, you
Yeah.
don't tell them if you're worried like that they could do something harmful to you, or they like could have a negative effect towards Islam, right?
Yeah.
So there is no need for you there's no rush, and there's no need for you to tell her anything. Right now, you need to focus on taking that step. Right now, Satan is trying to use that as a way to stop you from taking a shahada because he knows you're there.
Yeah.
So he's trying to use that as an excuse to make you not take that step. So you ignore that completely, and I think you take the step and you focus on that, and you ignore this idea. Don't say anything to your mother for now. Just start practicing Islam. Become firm, and when you're comfortable doing it, you can do it.
And then the same with like basically with my boyfriend. Like I live with him and his mom,
Mhm.
and I'm having a hard time because I want to be with him, but at the same time, I like whenever I give him a hug or if I give him a kiss or anything, I just feel like really guilty. But I
Is
just don't
he
have it in me to leave him.
is he a non-Muslim or a Muslim?
He's a non-Muslim.
Yeah. Well, look, I'll tell you the truth, sister. Look, sister. When someone accepts Islam, there are certain changes that happens in their life, right?
Yeah,
Like no one can lie to you and tell you that look, you're going to become Muslim and everything will remain the same. Then what's the point of becoming Muslim, isn't it? Like there's no change happening. Becoming Muslim is changing from someone who didn't used to believe in God into someone who believes in God. So what happens there is that now you want to follow the commands of God, right?
yeah,
And there will be certain things that you used to do that the Creator is not okay with, and you need to change, right?
yeah. And
That's
like,
just the fact. That's just how it is.
I'm
So
willing. I'm willing
yeah.
to change. It's just I don't have the strength in me right now to just roll everything
No,
over.
you don't need to. You don't need to. It can be a gradual change. Nothing, and not everything has to change once. Nobody is saying accept Islam and do this and do this and do that and leave this person. No, that's not what Islam teaches you to do. In fact, Allah Azza wa Jalla, when He revealed the prohibition of alcohol, for example, He did
Mhm.
gradually. First, He told the people there is good and bad in the alcohol, but there is more bad than good. Then Allah told them, do not come near the prayer when you're drunk. So now it's
Yeah.
difficult because they pray 5 times a day. So they need to stay sober a lot. Then Allah said, do not come near alcohol.
Mhm.
So Allah took the things gradually with them because they're in the beginning of their journey. Same thing with you. You don't need to change everything, sister. You don't need to change your whole life. Right now, the important thing, this is what I'm telling you, the most important thing for you to do. You take your Shahada, you accept Islam, then I'll connect you with the team, with the sisters, and then you learn how to pray and you continue reading the Quran.
Mhm.
That's what matters.
And then like I always have my mind so set on doing it, like taking the shahada. But then like this whole entire week, I've been either staying up all night, like watch, like just learning about Islam because like it's just something that I can't like stop learning about,
Mhm.
or I'm either crying because I feel like I'm not good enough because I'm not willing to like do the high job and then like the whole boyfriend thing, and then like I don't feel comfortable like asking my work if I can like take a few minutes to like do a parade and stuff, and I don't know, I just get so guilty, and I get like all these thoughts in my head that tell me that I'm not gonna be able to do any of this, and I want to.
You know where these thoughts come from? Did you ever wonder why you're getting so many, what people will call overthinking of things that we're not even there, but you're thinking about? Do you know why you're getting? Who's giving you these thoughts? Who do you think they come from?
Satan.
Yes. So you know. So Satan will look for any excuse. Look, he will bring you 100 million hypothetical situations. You know, when you accept Islam, you're not even yet a Muslim. But oh, when you accept Islam and you're not a Muslim yet, when you go to work, you're not even yet in work, and how are you gonna tell your boss like you're not even yet accepted Islam, right? But
Mhm.
Satan, what he's trying to do is to bring all these hypothetical ideas, situations, scenarios, all of that, just to prevent you and stop you from taking that step forward. In reality, things are way easier than you think. Things are way easier than
Yeah.
you think.
And
And yeah.
it just really sucks because yesterday I went in like not yesterday but the day before I went in to work with like a mindset of like at least trying to like be a better like have more patience towards customers and stuff,
Mhm.
and be nice and stuff, and then um basically I don't know, I just got like all these thoughts in my head that I'm not good enough, like how I told you I'm not good enough in the whole high job thing, And I went when I was on my lunch. I was just like I instantly thought of it, and it made me break down because I want to accept Islam so bad, and I'm having a hard like I want to, but I'm having a hard time like with the whole like I want to change and everything, and I'm just scared. But at the same time, I keep telling myself like if I don't accept this, like I don't know. Basically, I want I I I want to take the Shahada so bad, but I never feel like I'm good enough. And then like with all those thoughts in my head, like that day when I was on my lunch, I broke down crying, and I just had this like intense feeling that I wanted to just kill myself because I just couldn't accept the fact that I couldn't that as much as
Well,
I want Islam, I can't.
look, sister. Yeah, look. Of course, you doing something like that is not it's not helping you in any way, shape, or form, right? It's not helping anyone. It's only doing that which doesn't please God, right? I'll make it very simple for you, sister. There is one. There's someone who wants you to accept Islam, and there is another person or another thing that doesn't want you to accept Islam. You know who am I talking about? Who wants you to become Muslim?
Shaitan.
No, who doesn't want you to become Muslim is Shaitan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who wants you to become Muslim?
Allah.
Okay. So if you know, it's a very simple thing. It's a very simple thing. If I know that Allah wants me to be wants good for me, and goodness for me is accepting Islam,
Mm-hmm.
and the only person who's trying to push me away from that is the shaitan, then what I need to do is to completely ignore anything that comes that tries to push me away from God and to accept Islam.
Yeah.
Allah Azza wa Jal, He's, as I told you, He has the control of over everything in the universe. He's the one who can make things easy for you. He's the one who can make things difficult for you. But when you have Allah Azza wa Jal with you and you're relying on Allah, nothing is difficult, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So what you should do is to take that step, is to accept Islam, move forward with that, and gradually do everything. Don't overthink things. I think you shouldn't overthink anything. You take everything a step by step, gradually, very gradually, a step by step, and you ease into it. Like we're human beings, we cannot just change in a day and a night, and the next day we're doing everything differently. That's
Yeah.
not human beings, right? You have to ease into the change, and that's what you should do, sister. You step by step, you ease into the change of the practices of Islam.
Mm-hmm. And like I don't know, like I'm always telling myself, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna like I accept Islam in my heart, but like whenever I uh, like 100% agree, that's when like I get all those really bad thoughts. I'm not I don't know, I can't do it.
because because you're about to accept Islam and have the key to paradise. So
Mm-hmm.
Satan, he's freaking out. He's doing every tactic he can to send you every single idea he could send you, every single whisper he can whisper in your mind. He's doing it.
Yeah.
That's why you start getting these ideas, because you are about to do the thing that makes Satan lose it, essentially, which is you taking that step of the thing that will save you in the afterlife, thing
Mm-hmm.
which will guarantee you paradise.
And I don't know, because I never get those like extreme thoughts of like killing myself, but like that day I had to leave work early because I couldn't take it, and I just it was too much, and I wanted to immediately call you, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'll just see if my friend's available because I'm not gonna come bother you at that time of the night.
It's totally fine, sister. Look, but sometimes I don't see the messages on Instagram, right?
Yeah, of
If
course.
I was there, I am happy to have a talk, sister. It's not an issue, right? And that's why I'm gonna connect you as well with sisters that are going to be there for you anytime you want to talk to them. Send them a message. You want to speak to them on the phone. They're gonna talk to you, all right? So we have a
Mm-hmm.
team, a support team after someone accepts Islam, and I'm gonna connect you with these sisters. But what matters is that you actually take that step, sister. And you'll
Yeah.
see the minute you take that step, you'll see that it's just like it's whatever. All of these thoughts that you had in your mind, it was just Satan making something very small like the biggest thing out there. He's just making things which are small bigger.
I don't know. And then, but the thing is, like, whenever I think of accepting Islam, I don't know. I don't know. I feel a lot more peace with what's happening with around the world. Like, I'm always worried about, oh, the world's gonna end, and I don't know. I just say freaked out, and then I'm like, well, if at least if I said, at least if I said to Allah, I mean, I'll eventually be going to paradise, and it's just, I don't know, it's just relieving, honestly.
Yeah, do you know what it is? It's ignoring all of these thoughts and taking that step. That's what it is.
Mhm.
And the minute you do, you're just okay. Why was why was I overthinking all of this? You realize that is that just this idea of fear of change, right? But the
Yeah.
minute the change happens, it's like it's all good.
So when I do get to that time where I do feel like I can like pray at work, like how do I even like go about like talking to my
That's why I'm telling you that you don't need to overthink anything. All you need to do right now, you see, right now you're overthinking what you're going to do. You don't need
okay,
to do any of that, right? Right now, right now is just to take the step, and you'll send me your details. I'll connect you with the sisters, okay,
okay,
the team, and then they will gradually take you step by step. Like don't you don't need to overthink any of that. You just need to ease into the process step by step. It's baby steps, right?
yeah,
As Sister Aram here says, like it's baby steps, step by
mhm,
step. There's no need to jump into everything. You take things step by step. All right? Should we
yeah,
do it?
yeah.
All right. Let's first say in English and then we'll say it in Arabic, okay?
All right.
Say, I testify
I testify
is nothing worthy of worship
there's nothing worthy of worship
except Allah.
except Allah.
And I testify
I testify
that Prophet Muhammad
Prophet Muhammad
is his messenger
is his messenger
and servant.
and servant.
MashaAllah. This is very simple. Now we'll say the same thing in Arabic very slowly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say, Ashhadu
Ashadu
an
an
la
la
ilaha
ilaha
illa
illa
Allah.
Allah.
وأشهد
Wa ashadu
أن
an
محمدا
Muhammad
رسول
Rasul
Allah.
Allah.
That's it, sister, You're Muslim. Alhamdulillah, it's as simple as that, sister, It's as simple as that. I don't know someone like, may Allah Azza wa Jal accept from you, sister, and keep you firm. You see, you felt like so many things, right? So
Mhm.
many, what if this, what if that? And it's very simple. It's very simple. Allah Azza wa Jal wants goodness for you.
Yeah.
He wants you to come closer. He loves goodness for you. And that's why he
Mhm.
guided you, right?
Yeah.
And it's all starts with a step, right? They say you climb a mountain, you have to start with a step, right? Nobody
Yeah.
can just get to the top of the mountain straight away. You take everything baby steps. Right now, that's the important thing is now you're a Muslim. You said the testimony of faith, the Shahadah, which enters you into the fold of Islam. That key to entering paradise. Important thing
Mhm.
is to die on it. How do you feel? You see, was it that big of a big, like very very difficult thing to do?
No, but it kind of like it feels. I don't know. At first, I was kind of worried that I wasn't gonna feel the relief. Like
Mhm.
I even messaged my friend. I asked her, I'm like, "What if I take the shahada and I don't even feel like even like the slightest relief at all?" And she's like, "Well, then you just don't mean the shahada then." And I'm like, "Yeah." Well, then I'm like, a couple days later, I'm like, "No, like I know for a fact that once I do take the shahada, I'm gonna feel so much relief."
Mhm.
So
And that's what you feel right now, is what you're saying.
yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So you see, I told you, sister, it's like just taking moving that step, very very small step, but it's a step that is good for you. I don't know, someone just like send donation and says give it to the sister. I don't know how to give it to the sister, bro. Like, well, I don't know what you would be doing that, anyways. Like, so I said they get a donation saying give it to the sister. Well, you need to know as well that YouTube will take like 40% of that. So it's not even a good idea for you to do that. But I'm not
Mhm.
sure I can send it. I'll try to send her the whatever left of the money if I can. Okay, sister. Inshallah, just you already spoke on Instagram. We sent a few messages. So
Yeah.
send me your WhatsApp number, where you are, and basically your location. And I already have your name, and I will send your details, inshallah, tonight to the sisters, and they will contact you soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Sister B.
And thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye bye. See you. MashaAllah, make dua for the sister. Don't forget to make dua for her and ask Allah Azza wa Jal to keep her firm on the truth. She came as a surprise. I was about to end. I didn't even know she's coming, but she came as a surprise. Make dua for her, inshallah.